Hello everybody and welcome to another video of Wingspan, where I, Harbinger, will play Wingspan Oceania. Wingspan is one of my favorite board games of all time, and I really enjoy the Steam adaptation. It has great ambient music and it plays really well. So let's dig into my opening hand. Now the first thing I see is that we have quite a few interesting cards in our hand. The Spangled Drongo is a deceptively good bird. It doesn't look like much. It costs nectar and it costs free food and only one, but it's really good. Having this bird basically from the start of the game basically guarantees that you are winning in the nectar game, because the other players almost can't get nectar without giving you nectar, and it's just really hard for them to compete with you on nectar, and that's just 16 points in addition to the including the 1 point here. Also we have the American Coot. It's a cheap bird that gets us to the second tier of drawing cards, so I think I'll go with these two. Now, what are our bonus cards? Large wingspans and fish eaters. We don't have either's. I am tempted to also pick up the spotted owl. It's a 5-pointer, and it has the correct nest, and it gives bonus cards. I think I will do it, and we will just take some food to play the Spangled Drongo immediately, and then we can get the rest of the food we need from there. I think we are okay with trying to go for Fisher Manager. It's an 8-pointer if we get 4 correct birds, and Oceania has a really easy food fix because of the nectar, so yeah, I will go for that. Now let's just wait for the other players to settle up, and I will play the Spangled Drongo as my first move.
Spangled Drongo. This bird makes its own distinctive calls, but also mimics other bird species.
And now we can just pick up 2 nectars, and we can play the American Coot later, and we can perhaps pick up the Odin Skull. Odin Skull is one of my favorite Tuck Engine cards, and yeah, we get 3 nectars. So question is, do I pick up the gull before playing the Coot? I think we do, because the gull is just very much better than the Coot. So I'm taking the gull. Another thing that's really neat about playing the Drongo is that we can maybe skip the forest somewhat, but let's look at these cards. So the Zebrafinch gives an occasional tuck, dependent on stuff, while the Northern Harrier also tucks dependent on uncertainty. So it's basically which one of these do I think trigger more often, and I think the Northern Harrier is easier to pull off. It's also more points, so let's go for the Harrier, and we can place it in the place both of them in the grasslands, so yeah, let's do that. Now I want to play the Odin Skull. It's also got fish for fishery manger. The thing about Odin Skull that makes this so much better than the other tuck cards is that first, you don't need to have a card in hand to tuck, and you get to draw 2 cards instead of the other cards where you usually just draw 1 and tuck a card from hand. So it's just better in all aspects of the tuck. So I see there's also the Franklin's Gull, they are usually considered really good, especially to play in the early game. For me, it's a card with the correct nest type for the round end goal, and I need fish, fish-eating birds for the bonus card. So I think I will probably maybe take it. However, they are considered really good when they are placed in the grasslands, but they aren't as powerful in Oceania, because you don't get that many eggs every time you activate the grasslands anymore, and that usually makes at least me a little bit put off by them. But yeah, let's pick it and pick the osprey, as it's a 5-point bird for 1 food. That has the correct food type. And I think if we take the avocet, we can get some free eggs going, and that maybe makes the gull easier to play. So if we first play the harrier, let's see, now we let's see, we want to be able to play the spotted owl or the Franklin's gull and have eggs in them. Now we have 3 turns left to comply with this round end goal. I think the only realistic thing to do is to get some more food, play the gull, that's turn 2, and lay eggs in the gull. That's the only way we actually complete it, unless we get free cards, free nectars from the Drongo. So yeah, let's go look for some fish. That's not fish, but it's a nectar, and there is a fish. So let us place the gull. And we lay eggs. Now a question is, do we... I don't think we need to... toss an egg to the gull. We have a pretty good draw power when we go in the wetlands, and we are more in need of our eggs than we are in need of excess cards. It turns out it didn't matter, but that's fine. At least we denied a single point for our opponent. Now, filled columns, we already have 1, and the osprey, the harrier, and the spotted owl can make 2. Now, the northern harrier is not really that great of a card to put in our grasslands, as we won't activate the grasslands too much. So we would maybe get more points by just playing a blue-winged warbler or something, but yeah, let's initially play the osprey for the 1 food we have, and one of the eggs we took earlier, and let's see how things shake out. We take our free nectar, and all of the birds changed their allegiance. Now, if we spend the next egg on playing the avocet, we actually will also get quite a few free eggs, and ignoring habitats is one of my favorite things to do in this game, so I will try to pick up more food. So we have, yeah, great, 2 nectars. That's or what I could do is I could manually pick the worm, so that I inspire others to take the nectar, and I can get a free nectar. Let's do that. At least I get the advocate, and we spend the egg. Now, do we draw more cards, or do we go for... I think we want to play the spotted owl next, so let's try to get food for that. Yes, here we have it. We want to play white birds for the round end goal, and yeah, we want to know what the bonus card says. So birds with food cost of 3, that is extremely possible for us. And yeah, we only need 2 more to get 6 points, which is much easier than to get 4 more birds that eat berries. So yeah, we're going for the diet specialist. And we just need to pay attention to 3 food cost birds. Before that, let's see, we need both eggs and we need food to play the Harrier if we want to fill up the second column. Filling up a second column will make us share first place rather than share second place. So it's something to pay attention to, but also it's not too good of a bird, so let's see what else is out here. Emu, American bittern, great card, helps out with the fishery manger. Yeah, so let's take the fish we need for that, and let's look at more cards. We don't need the wacko heron, but we could use a flycatcher. It's worth 5 birds. So we would have gained the free egg, so we could have played the Harrier if we took food, but we didn't. Now we need specific food because nectar doesn't carry over end of turn, but that's okay. We already have the rats, so we also want vertebrae. Now the bittern is great. It's both a card for fishery manger and for diet specialist. So we only need 1 more 3 cost bird, and we have the emu. And yeah, the emu is a weird one, but it gives you a lot of grains. But now we want to play birds for the points and not for food gain, so a little bit skeptical. So we are not in the highest amount of eggs. So every time we play a bird that costs 2 eggs, we have to really mean it. But yeah, we are leading in food cost. And we will indeed increase our lead here. I think we're never activating the bittern for its power, as I don't believe both of the players will have less than 4 birds ever in the wetlands. But we can of course go and look. Yeah, 2 birds, and yeah, they have less than 4 birds, both of them. So Now, what's the further plan? Do we look for more good birds to play, or do we play either of the birds we have? I think it's wrong to plan to spend the rest of the game to play these birds, as they are pretty bad. So let's try to at least draw one more bird we actually want to play. Now, the Grey Lag Goose is a 3 cost bird with that's worth 7 points, so it works for a dive specialist. So we could take it just as a backup. The Eastern Bluebird is a white and no power bird for the last round of goals. I think at least I'll take that one. And yeah, I don't like the goose, so let's just look for other opportunities. Everybody can get fish, and I will look at 2 more cards. And so I don't think we are going to have too much wheat, but the red-backed shriek will cache food from other players. So and it will make them take dice from the bird feeders. I think that's a great pick for us. There's a 9-pointer. And it's gone. Now there's something to be said for the Black-tailed Godwit. It's another bonus card. But yeah, it's much easier to play the birds we have planned to play now. We have only 4 eggs, so but if you play these, we get up to this part of the grasslands where we can trade in some of the cards we aren't playing into more. So let's start by playing the Eastern Bluebird and Red-backed Shriek, and so we need to get food for them. I believe it will be physically possible for us to gain enough food, so let's do nectars, and we can toss 1 card for another nectar. Then we only need 1 more food to make it. And let's just pick the rats, so we are sure. And yeah, we can afford to have 4 nectar. So with this move, we should cement our food cost and white and no power goals, and make room for more places to place eggs. Nice. Now, are there any goodies here? There's the Roseate Spoonbill. That's a cool card. It's a little bit late to be picking up a card to play it, but the other options we have are laying 2 eggs, which isn't that great. So yeah, let us pick up the Spoonbill and also look for other cards first. Yeah, you take the Spoonbill. Nope. And let's take fish. And everybody. Ooh, a black noddy. Now, this is a 6-pointer with an upside in a bonus card, but this one is already a 9-pointer. Now let's also look at Mitchell's Cookatoo. It costs less food, We are already finished with both of these tasks, so we don't need to think about that. And we can play it in the grasslands, and then we get access to this field. So yeah, let's take the cockatoo instead. Also, we can play it immediately if we get a free nectar over the end turn, which is very much possible. No, it's not. So let's take the food we need. Oh, somebody else took nectar. Okay. But let's play the cockatoo. And where do we want to spend the nectar here? Oh, sorry, I wasn't planning on doing that. I was planning on doing this. We do not spend nectar in the grasslands. We rather want to spend it in either the forest or the wetlands, dependent on if they are challenging me there. So let's instead spend 2 rats for 1 wheat.
Major Mitchell's cockatoo. These cockatoos can form large nomadic flocks, but often forage in small groups.
We yet haven't lost our lead in either of the habitats, so I'm confident enough that we will wait on 1 turn. We are discarding the spoonbill, as I don't think we are playing it. Or, I mean, we could maybe. Let's discard. Let's discard the coot, because that one we are never playing. So we are just doing this. Attack 1 card. We're attacking the Eastern Australia. And let's steal from this guy. And let's not discard eggs. Now, there's also something to be said about playing the spoonbill, just because it's another white card and it's a potential 6 to 10 points. And now we don't get, and we also need more room for the free eggs. So this is 4, 5, 6 points. This is also 6 points, except we spend 2 eggs. We also get to cement or lead in nectar in the wetlands. And yeah. The other players don't have vertebrae, so we can't steal. So yeah, it's only a 1 point risk, and the chance of success is so high that I am willing to take it. And yeah, we have the consecutive wingspans and the ecologist. Now we won't be able to play more birds in the forest, so we can't do something about the ecologist, but it's still worth 4 points, so we are going to take it. Now, what's... yeah, it's these 3 that have the ascending wingspans. Okay, let's take it. And that was my last turn this game. Let's just place that there. And gain a free nectar that we are throwing away immediately. So let's look at how this went. Yes, we won all the nectars. I am hoping for at least 100 points when I play Oceania. we didn't get too many free resources from other player, but we managed to generate some resources out of what other players did. So yeah, 111. That's a pretty decent score for Oceania. I think that the Spangled Drongo did a lot of the heavy lifting by giving us so much free nectar over the course of the game. It really made winning the nectar competition in all of the habitats are really easy, and yeah, the rest just really went really easy. Now, I didn't activate the goal as many times as I had expected by picking up it up in round 1. But we got to pick up quite a few really good cards by picking cards in the wetlands. So we went with a play big animals, play big birds build rather than a duck build. And yeah, I think it worked out in our favor. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like the video and subscribe to let me know that this is content you enjoy, and I will continue to put it up. And that is it for this time. Harbinger out.